It'll be dinner soon. I'll let you know, okay? You can finish your food if you want. Yeah. Okay, sit down and watch and be quiet. All right, guys. Got an opponent today called the Bengals. Looking to get this win, hopefully. Just waiting for him to show up. If you're on any platform, you can talk and I can see it, or I should be able to see it. So feel free to chat with me a little bit before he comes, if he comes in. We'll see. Seems to be a strong opponent, strong-willed and stuff. He's 4-1 in the league. I'm 6-0. There he is. So there we go. Make sure my shit's right. He's going Carolina, and it's kickoff. I just showed you mine, man. Alright, let's hope we get the dub. I got my water. Now we're cooking with bacon grease. Hey, if you guys are new to the channel, hit the follow button. No matter where you're watching from, Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, you can comment and I'll be able to see it. Just do yourself a favor, hit that follow button one time, or even subscribe, man. We're gonna do a lot of stuff for subscribers coming Madden 20, so make sure you guys do that. I'm gonna do giveaways, $10, $15 cards, stuff like that. Might even give away a Madden, you don't know. We get to meet with the sponsor next month.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals.
So stay on Netflix when you do it, okay?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay. But the chat's doing well, man. Don't be afraid to chat while we play. I can see it. Good setup. Probably isn't a good first play. That's what I'm see.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. And it was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
It should be a touchdown.
Four down, check. Hot!
Play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Jackson, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
He needs help to read, that's why I forgot. My bad. That was a good defense, though. I should have just went down with it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
To throw from his end zone. Elliott being chased out left.
How would you say that?
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That dude ran all the way around.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now a toss play. It's a Giant. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Oh, no, Mike? You can't hear me? You can't hear me?
All right, here we go. Green 30.
Sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Can you hear me better now? Is it better now?
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
I have another one, too.
He'll get it out of the middle. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
After a play like that, it should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. He'll try to roll Jay. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. This is blocked.
And this time, nice block. We're going to switch the mic back to this and just test something real fast. Is that better? Is that better now? Can you hear me now?
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Returning it, John Ross. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Hey, if you're new here, man, hit that follow button one time if you don't mind, man. Appreciate you.
Ohio! Ohio!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Red 38! Red 38!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Elliott dumps it off to Mixon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
Operating from the gun, Elliott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hit that follow button, man.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Come on!
To throw on 3rd down, Elliott.
There we go.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains.
Is that mic volume better now?
Now let's go! Blue Niners! Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here's a play. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Here we go now. Now Jackson on second down. He's going deep for Brown. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
My fault. That was bad. That was a bad offensive series.
Flex round! Flex round! Trying to shake off the interception. Look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions in this first half.
Let's go.
To ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They run with Ajayi. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
You got 4.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
All right, now, look at 56.
Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Eluding the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Flex round!
On 3rd down, Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Bullock will put this one through, and they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They're the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Gun!
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Fucking gone.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. On first down, Elliott to Mixon on the check down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
The final shot before break. Elliott forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Crunch time, defense.
Throwing on first down. Elliott. The right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Nixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Alert, alert. 3 down.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Mike 40.
To throw on second down. Elliott being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep.
You gotta be kidding. Let me switch to the guy.
It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
That's
So
a
after
pick.
the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Tight right here. Tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
18's moving. 18's moving.
From the gun, Elliott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
4 down, 4 down.
On 2nd down, Abram. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Leopard!
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Ajayi. Pretty move. Space to run past the 20. It's still fighting. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
You gotta love everything about that run, except for maybe a couple of things. You gotta wonder, do you fight a little harder to get into the end zone instead of going out at the 2-yard line? And I know one thing. The fantasy football guys, they are not too happy that he went out of bounds there instead of trying to get into the end zone.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Let's go.
It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
Let's go.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Odd, 5 down, 5 down.
They're going to keep on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Let's go.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And it will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Hut!
On 1st and 10, Elliott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Let's go!
They're on it now, out of the gun. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Single receiver.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Elliott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Flex round!
don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on second down when they got the sack? Because on third down, zero pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Ohio!
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Come on, let's go! What? 90!
To throw on second down. Elliott. This will be caught at
The
about the
fuck?
6.
Let me say.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Back now here on EA Sports.
Come on, let's go!
Operating from the gun. Elliott. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
I did that.
He needs better protection, that's for sure. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Mixon trying to punch it in. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is
What,
a 2-possession
Peyton?
game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Okay, go sit down.
They'll start out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Jackson, he gets it to Brown. Good play. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Hey!
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Four down.
couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4. I got 8.
Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Jackson dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
4 down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Jackson now. Now he's going to send this deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll return it from the 6. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals getting set to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester. That's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
Short-term memory.
and move on to the next series.
Back to throw. Elliott buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Elliott throwing the out route and
No, not right now.
That's Green. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
We'll see, okay?
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Flex round!
On 1st down, Elliott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Back to the air on second down. Elliott, he's going to let him fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively,
Come on,
you
let's
play
go.
what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Tight end right.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now in desperation.
Come
It's
on.
caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio! Ohio!
Throwing on first down. Elliott. Flush to his right. And incomplete.
And that's when he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go! Red 38! Red 38!
Throwing again. Elliott escaping the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still
Here we go.
accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Red 38! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll look to throw again. Slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road,
Let's
it's a little
go.
extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with 1 in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Ravens, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Yep, we got a bye week now, so thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you.